Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm so excited. I'm going to be trying to make vegan cheddar cheese. I've seen a lot of videos online and I thought I'd try to make it myself. This is just my concoction, so I'm really excited to see how it turns out. So let's get started. So here are the ingredients. I'll have the full recipe in the description section below the video. We have some chickpea flour, salt, water, carrots, cashews, cornstarch, nutritional yeast, olive oil and coconut oil, and my special ingredient is kombucha. So the very first thing we're going to do is boil the cashews with some water on low heat for about 15 minutes to soften them. You could also soak them overnight to eliminate this process. Okay guys, so the next step is to blend our carrots. And I'm using the water from the cashews here as I don't want to waste any of the nutrients and the flavor of the cashews. And we're going to use this to create a carrot juice. And this carrot juice is what's going to give the cheddar cheese its natural color. So we're going to pulse that until it's very finely chopped. Then I'm going to strain the juice to get rid of all the pulp. If you have a cheesecloth, you can use it. As I don't have a cheesecloth, I'm going to just strain it again with a small strainer, as I don't want any pulp from the carrots in our cheese. Look at that beautiful color, guys. So I've rinsed my food processing bowl here to eliminate all traces of the carrot pulp. Next, we're going to add the boiled cashews, and I'm going to pulse it to puree the cashews. Okay, still feel a few little pieces in there, so I'll puree it some more. Nice and smooth now, so the next step is to add the oils. And I'm going to pulse it some more. Now I'm going to add the remaining ingredients. So we have our carrot juice, our kombucha, our nutritional yeast, or chick pea flour, and cornstarch, and our salt. I'm going to mix it on medium to low speed to first get everything combined. Okay. All right. So This is what it looks like, guys. A nice smooth puree. I don't really feel much graininess, but I'm going to pulse it just to make sure it's completely blended and smooth. Okay, this is what it looks like. It's nice and smooth and creamy, and we're ready to move on to the next step. So the next step is to cook the cheese on low to medium heat. And I have here a pot that's been lightly greased with some olive oil. And I also have my container here that I'm going to set the cheese in. That's also been greased lightly with olive oil. And I'm also using a wide pot so that the heat will be more evenly distributed. Just looking at this, guys, it reminds me a little of polenta. It smells really good. I smell the nuttiness of the cashews and the nutritional yeast. Right now the consistency would be similar to mashed potatoes. The color is not as orange as I thought it would be, but that's perfectly fine. As long as it tastes and the texture is good, that's all I care about. I don't think it will thicken anymore with the heat, so I'll remove it from the heat now. So I'm recycling an old ice cream container. It's plastic. And I just figured it had a nice rectangular shape and would be perfect for my cheese. So we're going to go ahead and place the cheese in there. Patting it in firmly as we go along so that it's nice and smooth. Just go in with my fingers just to put the final touches here around the edges where the regular spoon doesn't work. I'm going to tamp it to remove any air bubbles, and it would also help to flatten it out some more. I'm going to just brush the top with a little bit of olive oil, just so that it's still nice and smooth when it cools and after the refrigeration process. Now I'm going to just let this sit to cool, and then I'm going to refrigerate it overnight and come back and show you what it looks like. Okay guys, so I've refrigerated the cheese overnight and it's that time. Okay, so that's what it looks like. And now I'm going to try to remove it. I'm just using a straight edge knife to pry it from the sides here. And I'm hoping it'll come out in one smooth piece. And I'm squeezing the bottom of the container just a little bit. I put my hand underneath because I didn't want it breaking. But look at that. Look at that, guys. Beautiful. So now we're gonna just slice it and see what happens. Oh, slices pretty nicely. It cracked a little bit, but that could have been just because there was air. That's what it looks like. And Now, obviously, I have to give it a taste. The taste is definitely different. It tastes nutty, a little bit cheesy. It's not like your regular cheddar, but it does taste like cheddar in some way. And the texture, it's still quite soft, but refrigerating it does make it easier to slice. I'm curious what happens if I were to try to melt it. So I'm going to put it in this bowl here and microwave it for a few seconds. I microwaved it and it seemed to dry it out a little bit. And next I'm going to add some milk to it and see if I'm able to get it to be like a sauce. I added some milk, and a whisk probably would work better, but it does seem to smooth out more with the milk. If I wanted a cheese sauce, let's say for macaroni and cheese, it definitely would work with that. See, the consistency is a lot smoother as it was before we cooked it to harden it. Also wanted to try the cheese with this holiday spice bun that I made, and this reminds me of Jamaican Easter bun, so I thought I would try it with the cheese. So let's cut a slice here. And I'm going to put it with the bun here. And I'll take the other piece that was left over here and put it in between them. Look at that. Check out my video on how I made the spice bun, guys. So I'm going to cut that. Look at that. All right, here goes. This is really tasty. The spice bun itself has its own amazing taste, but couple that with the cheese, the creaminess. Oh my God, this is so good. Look at that. So good. So there you have it, guys. My DIY vegan cheddar cheese. Thanks for watching.